Okay, let's try this again. Good gravy. Don't you do that. Oh, it started acting funny. Alright. Oh, it rubber banded, but I feel so much faster. Something feels totally better. Why? That's weird. Things have been moved. Um, that has been moved too. What the heck? Alright, so this is... Okay. So, are you ready, Erica? So, I don't know. Well, here, I'll just do this. Let me see here. Mm, SGI at Lori. Will that work? No. Well, I don't know what your character's name is. What's your character? Lauree? That makes more sense. Alright. Okay, so we'll grab you. Invite to team. Where's my picture at? We're going to go to this one. And we're going to go, no. We're going to go here. That is bright. Blinded by the light. That one. What are you opening it with? No, don't open it with Photoshop, you goofy. Oh well. Can I view? I want to know what this file location path is. Alright. Alright, so Yukon, the Yukons. Yukons. Oh my gosh, stop doing that. The Adobe Photoshop over on the other screen over there keeps pulling up extra windows. So every time it does that, it puts my priority over there so I can no longer type in game. You conduit does not exist. Con! Where's con at? Tell conduit. Where you at? Let me see here. Friends. Global. Connell. He's right there. Why isn't it working? Invite to team. Wonder what I spelled something wrong. Had to have. My fault. AKRIBOSROMPOTIKIS. Did I get him? And did I get him? Oh, screw it. We're gonna do this. Yes, we're gonna go like that. We're gonna go back up. We're gonna go home. There we go. What? Player's already on team. Oh, I did do it right. I sent in igniter fluid. Got you igniter fluid. Vela. Team invite. Free for all. Kindle. And then mini Brigg. And I still have. Thank you. And I did see you there, Doc. I was like, yep, definitely get mini Brigg in there. And then I also saw somebody else. I saw Ken. There's Ken.exe. That's nice. In 9 minutes, yeah. You know what? It made me set up a time at 1:55, which is 1:55 right now. It should be fine. Um, it should be working though. Let me see here. So can nobody see the stream? Can you see the stream, babe? What? Can you see the stream? Yeah, I can see the stream. Is it live? But it's live, right? Okay, so yeah, free fall. You should be there. Are you there? Thank you, everybody, for welcoming me back. That was very embarrassing. Sorry about that. That was ridiculous. Oh my gosh. You clicked the old one? All right, let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can have any issues. Because I did feel like I had a little bit of lag, just a little bit. but it might be just anxiety. It did lag just a little bit right there, but oh no, way better. Oh, absolutely. Oh, there was a little lag, but yeah, way better. Because that was ridiculous. That was like pull your hair out and scream ridiculous. Like I just wanted to go take a nap, curl up in a ball, and just cry my Brigg eyes out. Like, no, you embarrassed me. How are you doing, not programmer? I like to say not programmer. I know it says not a pro gamer, but it's live. It's alive. It's alive. Weird science. It's alive. That's what I should have added to the cosplayers was Chet. That would have been perfect. Make him walk around doing his stupid laugh. Weird science. Bits and pieces, pots and pans. Awesome. Love that movie. 80s class. 80s classic. I can't see you. I can't do it. I ate some tamales. Tamales, whatever. Um, my wife wanted to try. My wife's been doing a lot of like cooking and baking lately, and so she wanted to try out tamales, and they came out really good. I was nervous. The Brigadiers, the Brigade, got the Brigade. Like Positive Gamers got the PGP, which I believe it's Positive Game Population maybe or players, but the PGP. I got the Brigade, the Brigadiers. Just drop burn right there, and there's nothing to burn. Good job, dude. Good job. It's a good thing it recharges really fast. So, my wife made an ice fire, which used to be my farmer on the server that must not be named, and I loved that. I loved ice. Sorry, I felt tamale stuck in my teeth. So when the last farmer I created on live was an ice fire. I loved it, so I recreated it on the server that must not be named, and a lot of fun. It's essentially like a firekin having bonfire. You just drop ice patch, and they just flop around and can attack you. And I really liked it, but going with a rad fire for me, having the extra AoE toggle was just made more sense to me. But my wife really liked the ice one, so she's gonna remake that one. Now I gotta go find the mids build I made for it. I'm probably gonna have to remake another one though, because I've done different things since then. That was a few years ago. I've done different things and improved upon. So I'll have to remake that for her, which means that's gonna cost me a few influences. That's alright. She stopped playing her character for so long that I freaking stole her money. And she had like 600 million. I took it. And she kept telling me, I have money, go take it, go borrow it. So I would take like a little bit, like 50 million here and there. And then I would like use her character to build it back up. And then it was like after like a good bit of time, why is my screen flashing? A good bit of time would go by and I'm like, dude, she's not even playing. I'm taking it. If she wants it back, we'll give it back to her, or we'll go grind out some influence for her. I didn't get the notification that you notification. You can get the notification. You didn't get the notification that I was live, really? Bad YouTube. I subscribed to. Awesome, thank you, Soch. Soch, you didn't subscribe last time? For shame, for shame, for shame. You're like one of the starting brigades, brigadiers. Congrats. How about a nice greasy pork sandwich served in a dirty ashtray? What is that from? Nice greasy pork sandwich served in a dirty ashtray. Wait, is that from Alien? Is that a Bill Paxton quote? I feel like it is, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not even 50% sure. I feel like that's where that's from. So I felt like it was said like a dirty, snarky way, and that was totally a Bill Paxton. Game over, man. Game over. Why do people understand? So we got Ken and Soch waiting in the queue. So when anybody's ready to leave, just shoot me a message, let me know, so I can not miss it, and that way I can switch them out. Anybody? Yep, let's grab these right here. Why do people... Dude, I'm like got stuck in that song. Stuck on that song now. Love that song. Bits and pieces, pots and pans. Why don't people understand science? My poor Hasten. I'm always like spam clicking so it never gets a chance to go off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Got tongue tied again. I've got the James Earl Jones issue. Chet. Oh, it was Chet. um, I need to watch that movie again. It was awesome. Yeah, I've got the James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones always talked about how he was very like nervous and conscientious of his voice because he's a stutterer, and he stutters the same way that I stutter. It's not like a. It's more of like you stumble over words and stuff. So he was always very careful about what he said. He was always very embarrassed, which is funny because he's Darth Vader and a very commanding voice. And you wouldn't really know it, but when you actually listen to him talk, he does. He does stumble over words quite a bit. I was like, dude, I feel you. I do that all the time. I just did it. Oh, you were already a subscriber, and yeah, see, it should have given you a notification. Yeah, and I didn't do like anything crazy to. Can you guys? I don't know if you guys get notifications when I do stuff in the discussions, the discussion tab or community tab or whatever it's called. Um, I did that so that hopefully it would give everybody that's already a subscriber a notification that I'm going to be farming or streaming today. I was like, I hope this worked. Bell was lit, not list. Oh, yep. You didn't have the notification on. Well, great, you logged off long enough that I slotted just enough that I don't. Nice! I mean, that's against the rules. I think that's a rule, dude. I think you broke the law. I think you have to be un-IO'd so that you can die. Didn't we establish that in the compilation? You can't have any powers. You can't have any strengths, no IOs, no buffs. Can we put a like do not call list on the powers so you don't get buffs? Yeah, so I feel like sometimes that I don't even get notifications on stuff I do, or sometimes I will get notifications for stuff I don't want. Like half the time, the new subscribers, it'll say like I got 2 new subscribers. Oh, cool, that's awesome, and I'll go look at it, and there's like 6. I'm like, what? How come it doesn't tell me that? It should tell me that I get those. I have to be careful because I try to respond to, especially questions in the comments for the regular videos. And so I'll watch the notifications, and then I'll go in there. I'm like, dude, there's a lot more comments in here that I didn't get notified. It's like, how am I supposed to respond or, answer questions when I can't even get the right notifications? Weird science. Get some unslaughters. What's up, Sorty? We had a problem. I had to shut everything down and restart it, reboot everything, because all of a sudden I was having some major lag issues. So I restarted the computer, restarted the stream, restarted everything. I even restarted my router. I unplugged that bitch from the wall and then let it reboot completely, power cycle. So, but yep, we're still going. I was gone for like 10 minutes. Got some tamales. which I still feel in my teeth, I think. I, Condit, did you really take some stuff out? Because suddenly you're dying a lot faster. You really didn't have to do that. I hope you didn't really do that. Yes. Your XP booster on your power tray. Which XP booster? That is automatic. It's not. It's once you click it, once you buy it, you are boosted. There is no what? Why do you need to log out? Oh yes. No, no, because there's no limit to how many you can have. You can have up to 8 at one time. Yeah, if you start to run out, just run back over there and go grab some more. You don't even have to worry about it. Don't even have to worry about it. Did you really take your powers out, Con? You didn't have to do that. Now I feel bad that you're dying. Because now you have the opportunity to live and you're dying anyway. I feel bad now. I didn't feel bad before. Now I have guilt. That's my quote for the day. Not, it's a weak one, though. Come on, dude. You follow me over here. Weird science. Irradiated gum. Yummy. Bits and pieces, pots and pans. Why don't people understand science? Weird science. All those 80s movies. Need to go back and watch them. You know what's funny is, like, Weird Science I saw when I was little. Around those teenage-ish years. And, but Ferris Bueller, I did not. I didn't watch Ferris Bueller till, like, a couple years ago. It was the first time I'd ever watched it. No, I didn't. So what you're saying is you just need more IOs. Telling you, I'm gonna start a charity. The Con charity. We're gonna give to the Con. Yeah, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I only watched it a few years ago for the first time. And I feel like I had seen bits and pieces of it. Like, you know, it was around. But I never actually watched the full movie all the way through. So just a couple years ago. It actually might be more than a few years ago now, because it actually feels like a long time ago, but it was still within the last 5 years, I think. You watched Weird Science last night? Nice. Such a great movie. You know what? The theater here, one of the theaters here, they do flashback Wednesdays. So they'll do 2 movies on Wednesday that are, or no, they'll do a movie on Wednesday and a movie on Sunday that are like flashbacks. And they did Weird Science. I wanted to go watch it. I didn't get a chance to. I don't think I did. But we did get to see like Top Gun. That was really cool to see again in the big screen. That was cool. I don't remember the other ones. What else did we go watch? I don't remember. Oops. I always have random songs pop in my head, and right now I have the main song from Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone. Such a special song. So sweet and nurturing. Boom. Atomic sausage. Down with the sausage. Do 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 do. Vacation for Christmas is over. My wife took 9 days off. She has to go back to work tomorrow, and she is frustrated and pissed off. She does not want to. She got too comfortable being home for 9 days. Man, when my doctor finally releases me to go back to work, it's gonna be rough. because I am one. I've gained like 50 pounds in the past year and a half because I can't move. And then I'm gonna go right back to work where I'm expected to like go full blown. I'm gonna be hurting. It's gonna take me a couple weeks to get right back in the flow. Man. They did send me to work 6 months after it happened because they said everything was fine, but nobody had realized that it was torn. They just said it was sprained. So they sent me back to work, and I was struggling because my ankle was bothering me, and I found out later that it was torn. It was two severed tendons, and my foot was slipping all over the place. The only thing holding together was the skin, which is gross. But that first day I went back, I was dying. Like 4 hours into the day, I'm like, okay, I'm about to die. But I needed to finish like for that day because the second day I had other stuff going on, so I had to push it. And oh man, I went home. I went right to bed. The next day I woke up, I was all stiff. Atomic Sausage, wasn't that the Russian dude from the Boys graphic novel? Was it? I don't know. I also feel like that was the name of the Jim Carrey character from Kick-Ass, but I don't think it was Atomic Sausage. Or maybe from the show Glow. Except they wouldn't use the word sausage. Minced mal. Oh. Man, I had the tamales. Now my stomach hurts. I can't eat anything without my stomach hurting lately. See? I'm having the James Earl Jones stutter thing. Every time I eat, like my stomach starts to hurt. Like a pressure pain. At first I thought I had like gallbladder issues. And they did a test. Nope, gallbladder's fine. I'm just broken. Do do do. Is it really? A minute delay? You know, it's funny because I set it exactly to 30 seconds, so it's supposed to be at 30 seconds. So that means it's still jumping around. That's ridiculous. Well, that'll just mean it's longer before I can respond. Like, I can see everybody else's comments and respond immediately, but it's going to take 30 seconds to a minute and a half for them to get it. Damn YouTube. Be consistent. I'm appreciative of YouTube even allowing this option, though. YouTube's had a lot of new features in the last year. Dude, I can't tell what I need to kill and what I don't. All these dang security guards following me around. Hey, that's Ath. What is Ath doing over there? Get over here, dude. I actually think I have that costume in here somewhere. On this character, even. There is dog poo and the sidewalk crack. Yeah. I feel like you were talking about yourself. That's not very nice. Don't talk about Con that way, Con. Then stop laying in it. I want to see Mini Brigg's costume. Oh, there you are. That's awesome. I can see the sin spikes on your head. That's awesome. I have a Brigadora somewhere. It was a girl version of this costume. But I have a hard time playing girl costumes. I can't do it. I can't do the cross-gender thing. I know a lot of guys like to do it because, oh, I want to stare at a girl's butt. Yeah, okay. I can't do it. More power to you. I'm not faulting you. It's just I can't do it for myself. It just feels awkward. Way too awkward. Well, it does. Yes, the Con does have a crack. Here's a dad joke for you. Condit was born during an earthquake because he has a crack in his ass. Such an old dad joke, too. Oh, I'm ashamed. I'm so ashamed. You know what? I've seen a lot of respect trials going on lately. Like in this past week, I mean, several times a day, every single day, I see people doing. Oh, you know what? Is that the weekly trial? That must be the weekly trial. I bet you that's what it is. I figured everybody has enough respects. Can't be that many people screwed up. Yeah, that's got to be what that is. Free fall, were you lagging there for a second? Because you were running in place. So either it was me or it was you. Either that you were doing a really good impression of Michael Jackson. Oh, Scooby Doo, the Flintstones. Your legs are spinning, but you're not running. I'm just a running. Work my fingers to the bone. What do I got? Bony fingers. Atomic ass crack. That would be epic. That's definitely epic. Atomic ass crack. It's the weekly. That makes sense. That makes sense. Pain in my stomach. I'm not allowed to eat anymore, I guess. I'm gonna go do my gummy bear cleanse. That would be bad. I would rather take the salt mix for a colonoscopy than deal with like the watered down runs for a couple days than deal with. Oh, you don't think it was you? Everything was running smooth for me, but you were running in place. But it totally could have been me. I mean, with all the issues I had, that makes sense. Why are you running over there, zombie fryer? Get your butt over here. Stop picking on people. You're gonna take a nap? Okay. What? Wake you up if there's an opening? What? Which, Kindle, which one do you have? Do you have sudden acceleration or overpowering force? Because overpowering force works a lot better than sudden acceleration. And I know there's a debate on that. A lot of people think it doesn't, but I have tested both of them out very thoroughly. Because back in the day, before we worked our builds out very well, we had to take one of the Winterlord sets, and it had a knockback one. You had to take all 6 of them, and it caused such a problem with knockback, especially with my ice. It was my ice character, because my ice character doesn't knock up. But when you combine them, when you have, if you stack too many knockups on top of each other, it turns into a knockback, and sudden acceleration would not stop it, but overpowering force would. Oh, see, free for all. You were running in place. Weird. I wonder if it was in the server, but not on your screen. Because I feel like I do that sometimes. Like sometimes my screen is running perfectly smooth, but really to everybody else, I'm like stuck. You have an overwhelming force, yeah. So I guess Rise of Phoenix doesn't work that way. It is a knockback for certain then. Not negatable. Recipe found. Recipe found. Jingle, jingle, jingle. My wife just went to bed. She's going to take a nap. And she's like, can you put me on the list and wake me up? I'm like, what? I won't wake you up. I wonder if since it doesn't take any powers, that means it can't be altered. If you were to stick the overwhelming force, this is something else that I tested and found out. But if you were to take overwhelming force or sudden acceleration, I don't remember which one, it might be both of them, and put it in brawl, because brawl will take IOs, it will not work. It will not resist your it will not convert your knockback. I don't know why, but for some reason it doesn't work if you stick it in brawl. At least that was the experience I had with it. Because I thought I was going to be like, oh, I'm going to pull it faster, and I don't even have to add another slot. I'll just throw it into Brawl, which already has an available slot for it. Boom. Did not work. I was like, well, that sucks, because I thought I had found a trick, and it did not work. Con. Play. Yep. Bam. Where's Mini Brigg? I want to see Mini Brigg up close. Stone Bug. Where'd he go? Oh, you must be leveling up. That's cool. And I'm heading in. I will give everybody a couple seconds. I want to go and like, hey everybody, I'm doing a live stream. Come join me. Oh, free fall if you're taking off, that's cool. She's actually third on the list, though I do have a couple people before her. But I mean, if you need to go, that's cool. I can give your spot to somebody else. But I mean, I'm by no means, by no way asking you to leave. But if you need to go, I understand. How do I get rid of this chicken shit outfit? I missed that. What did I miss that? I missed that earlier. What was that about? That's funny. Yeah, I want to go into like looking for group and promote my channel, but that'll be breaking the homecoming rules, so I don't mess around with that. I wonder if that applies to everybody. I wonder if like that applies to just me or nobody can promote a live stream. Because then I'd be like, invade! Everybody go invade. It's funny, my vape, when I blow, it like throws off the green screen. It looks all weird. Level 42 mission team, looking for 2 more. Blue side, level 30 plus. 4 more Bubs level, sweet. To what level, free for all? What level will you make it? Free for all, and then you can do it. Come on, Yukon. Dude, you need a mountainous character. Name him Yukon. You were talking Bill Paxton. I was. Why take the chance? Let me see here. So free for all, what level? I'm curious. Curiosity killed the Brigg. Yup. Ooh, I can make some reds. Sweet. Awesome sauce. Let's make the sauce and make it awesome. I kept trying to throw a fireball at that guy, but it's been so long since I've had Pyre Mastery. I don't know why. For some reason, I thought I was going to throw a fireball. Goofy. 43, nice. I still have not looked at the patch notes that talk about the tanks improving. Tanks improving. I want to see what they're doing. Because they keep talking about like they're increasing the damage. I don't know if they're trying to make brutes and tanks equal. I don't know. I'm curious to see what they're doing though. Because I got a lot of takes that would benefit from that. Because I make tanks by heart. By heart? That doesn't sound right. Natural? I don't know. Hopefully you guys understood because I can't figure out a way to say it. 44, nice. Very, very, very nice. Rock and roll. Free fall, if you decide to leave though, just let me know, so, because otherwise I might miss it. And then that way I can get Soch in here. Soch is next on the list, and then Ken. K3N. Feels like a stormtrooper name. Oh yeah, no kidding, huh? That's why when I was inviting people to the the farm, and then I would tell them in group chat that we're live if you want to come join us, and not do it in the inside the game on the like whatever. Yeah, I love Pyre Mastery too, Igniter, but I went with because that's what I used to use. But Moo Mastery, you get two extra, or you get one extra. You get two AOE's, like targeted AOE's. So I was like, well, hell yeah, because one of the main reasons I even took Pyre Mastery was because Fireball. Where here you got essentially almost two fireballs. So just AEs, more damage. Supposed increase in aggro numbers. Really? That's cool because that means they had to do a lot of work to figure out how to do that because that's hard coded into the game. When they set that up, like fixing that, like they could go in there and just fix it really fast, but it would break everything else. You were a 500ist on the list? No. You're not 501. If that's what you're saying. Rock and roll. Alright. The con is dead. Dead con. We're on Dead Con 2. Con, did you see that you died 19 times in that compilation? Like I went through and I found every single one of them and counted them all up. Luckily, you were only in the last 4 hours, because it took me a long time to go through and find all your deaths. And if I would have had to do that through 8 hours, oh my gosh. What kind of... I don't know how raunchy I should get with my humor. I mean, what is the level of dirty I should aim for? Hey, man. I mean, if you feel uncomfortable, it's scaring you, then that might be bad. I'm okay with whatever. Guess that would be a question for everybody else. Depends on how sensitive people are. I don't care. Oh, okay, gotcha. The Star Wars Legion Club. I am a clone trooper. I actually made a clone trooper outfit. Because I added it to my the cosplayers, the original cosplayers costumes for the Comic-Con farm. And I had one. It was actually one of the earlier costumes I made, and it just wasn't up to standards. Like I realized, like a lot of the costumes were just, they weren't perfect. I was using the available pieces we had to make them work, but I felt like it was too far. It just wasn't nearly close enough. And I mean, you could see it from afar, and you could totally see a stormtrooper, but when you got up close, it was just all kinds of broken. The helmet wasn't working out right. The suit was okay, but the helmet, I mean, you got to get that helmet right. That's like the most important piece. You can stick that helmet on any outfit, and no matter what it is, you're like, that's a stormtrooper. And it was a little too weird for me. No, Conduit, you only died 19 times. I thought you died more too, but I went through and I counted every single one of them. I even had a ticker coming up on the screen so they would keep track of it. And, yeah, you only died 19 times. I was like, you couldn't even give me an even 20? God, thanks a lot, Con. Con! Maybe it felt like a lot because you spent half that time dead. I don't know. I wanted to be able to get you like every time you collapse because you had the whole collapse. I wanted to get that every time too, but I wasn't always looking at you when you died, so I just had to go with the ticker. You're gonna go to work? That's weird. Because it's Sunday and you're going back to work tomorrow? Okay. Ken comes in another box. I'm pregnant Barbie. You know, they actually had stuff like that back in the day, but people threw a fit. They had a, what was that one Barbie they had? Oh, it was a Barbie that it aged. It started as a teenage girl, and then or a young girl, and then you could huh? Sure. Me too. All right. Yeah, so it would grow up, and you'd like click a button, and everything expanded. It's the boobs got bigger, the legs got longer, everything. The hips got wider, and everybody threw a fit. I mean, this is old. You'd have to Google it to see how old, but everybody threw a fit and said it was sexist or not sexist, but it was too sexual. I was like, what? Growing up, aging is too sexual? Come on. But, you know, enough people throw a fit, and then they cause the problems and ruin it for everybody else. I was like, what? It was just growing up, but whatever. I don't know how that was a problem from having a little girl growing up to an adult when they have full grown Barbie most of the time. That, from my memories, was always naked in my house. My daughter had lots of Barbies, and I remember them always being naked. So I was like, what's the problem? Everybody's forcing their kids to be ashamed of their own bodies, and it's like, man, those people are ruining it for everybody else. How are people supposed to be comfortable with their own bodies if you're constantly like embarrassing everybody? Oh, so Free For All is out. He just left the group. Thank you, Free For All, for giving up your spot. I mean, you didn't have to leave. If you wanted to stick around till 50, I would have been okay with that. Was it Kindle? Because I feel like I do remember that, but I'm not 100% sure. But I do remember something like that, and there was controversy around that one too. I know I read these stupid history books, and that's where I get that information. Let me see. So Soch, I can get you in here now. Are you on here? Don't think so. Soch, what's your character name? You just want to get the button? uh, That's actually what I'm thinking, Tony. If he has the issue, I say we just reset it. But let's see if we can get him in here first. That would be funny. Party girl. Oh man. The back of the Ferrari. The Barbie Ferrari. So, is you still here? Can't remember what your character name was. And I did click on it to see what it was. Because I debated either putting Soch Butter in the queue or putting your character name, but I went with Soch Butter. And I don't remember what your name was. I did the same thing with oh my gosh, I can't remember now. One of you had Master Charge is the name. Teeping to Pocket D, okay. Awesome. I'm just glad you're still there. Because I didn't want you to miss out. Oh, there it is. That's right. That's right. I'm going to, since there's a 30-second delay, I'm going to just do this. Shamira. And you are in Eden. Okay, so I'll give you a second. What are you doing in Eden? Are you hunting down freaking Devouring Earth? The swarm, the bees, that's Devouring Earth, isn't it? It's kind of weird that they're in Crazed Folly. Voodoo doll. Alright, so let's see what happens when you try to enter the group here. Enter the mission. I might have to click it and restart it, because we can just restart it. It's not like we're losing anything. We're actually getting to just reset early, no big deal. Weird science. Oh, nice, you made it. Sweet. You guys know there's a rule on Twitch, you're not allowed to show feet? Like, you can get completely banned from Twitch if you show feet because it's sexual. I'm like, I know people have weird fetishes, but come on. What can be more... It's so weird. Feet are so, like, tame. So not sexual. I know there's fetishes, but come on. That's dumb. It's like saying... I mean, hands can be totally more sexual. You imagine, oh, you're not allowed to show your hands anymore. Good gravy. Get a small group of freaking people who throw a fit and just ruin it for everybody. Damn it, Karen, Susan. No offense to anybody's name is Karen or Susan. I wonder why those names in particular became the name. Had to been somebody had those names. There was a weird video I watched year or so ago about this couple was at like a Subway or something like that, a store like that, or no, maybe it was an ice cream store, like a Cold Stone or something. And this couple is in line, and they were like holding each other, just hanging out, waiting in line. And she like gives him, or he gives her a peck on the cheek or something, and the girl in front of them flips out and starts like yelling at them, calling them names. Goes to the person behind the counter saying, "I want you to call the police. They're having sex in public." And it was like they're like, "What?" And they're recording it because she flipped out. And I mean, it got. She turned into like a racist. Tell this one guy to go back to the country he was from, and oh my gosh, it was bad. The most ironic part of that is it turns out she's one of those Instagram girls who poses nude, and she was calling that girl like a prostitute and a whore, and I'm like, oh my god, that poor girl. And it turns out that she was the actually one posing for nude for money and stuff, and I'm like, dang, hypocrite. There was a problem back in the day where officials and security personnel could not touch a woman without filling charges. Yeah, that's still a thing. So they came up with a legal way of handling everybody. Yeah, that's still a thing. Though. Like, they still, if there's a woman that needs to be patted down for weapons or drugs, they'll call in a female cop, a female officer. It's still a thing. I think it's abused a little bit though. Not by the officers, by the people who are getting patted down. I think some of those abuse it as a way to get out of it. In order to avoid the charges, it's not considered a chargeable offense if one grabs the elbow and then the wrist in order to restrain a person. You gotta do what you gotta do. I hate it when officers get like screamed at because they tackled somebody down to the ground when they were resisting and stuff. I'm like, hello? If the cop tells you to get down, get down. But no, they gotta get up in the cop's face and resist and fight. Well, yeah, they're trained to freaking protect themselves and the people around them, and they're gonna freaking take you down if you're not cooperating. You become a danger. Drugs are bad. Okay. Drugs are bad. Okay. That show's so crazy. I've only seen a couple episodes of South Park, and it is on my to-do list to just watch all the way through, just because I hear such funny things about it, and it would probably in line with my sense of humor. Not yet, con. Res recharging. Oh. Uh, but I have seen several episodes. Like I've seen the Snoo Snoo episode, and I've seen the World of Warcraft episode. I've seen a lot of the real big ones. The one where they go to Maury Povich. Man, what was that line? Uh, when he dressed up like a angsty teen girl. I do what I whatever. Wait, whatever I do what I want. Man, you love me, don't you, Mama? I want to go to the greatest puff golf course in the world. Girl, live, Con, live, live, so you may die another day. Had to use Venge first. That's funny. Had to use your body first. You got molested. Necrophilia. He's dead again. The moment he dies, waiting. Hello, I'm dead here. That's funny. Don't be holding your breath. Damn slacker heels. Also being taken down by the cops is a lot safer for all involved. There are more than one cop tackling for one for each limb at the very least. Isn't that how you get pulled apart? What the heck? I just got teleported. I should turn that off. I was like, hey, wait, where am I? And it's funny because I had looked away just for a second, but I heard the noise. I was like, wait a minute. How did that happen? Then I realized where I was. Like, oh shit. I just got freaking teleported. Not your fault, though. Not your fault. Soch. Voodoo. Whatever. Doll. um, you know, if it's really a problem, I should turn it off. But it didn't bother me. Might scare everybody else, and all of a sudden, all the baddies are running towards you. Burn, baby, burn. Alright, so you better follow me, corrupt security guard. Where are you going? What's up, Big Bear? I just assumed you teleported everybody. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Gothmunder, I think you had a stroke. I don't understand your words. Maybe. Iceland. Need Vanilla Ice to make a song about Iceland. Be your you can turn that into your new country like national song anthem. They can't see you? Why can't they see you? Are you going like this? I felt so stupid doing that right now. But that was the point. That's the whole point. There's a story behind that, and it was supposed to be stupid. That's why John Cena did it. What's up, Nicholas? How's it going, man? I'm just farming away. Been going for about almost 5 hours now, I think. Rock and rolling. How are you doing? I have missed the last couple of events that Positive Gamer has done lately. I've been busy. Hadn't even been home. I went to movies one night, came home and realized, oh, I missed it. And then the next day, I was at some family's house and I came home and I was like, oh, I missed another one. That's right. One of them I couldn't really do anything with. I don't play masterminds. I cannot stand masterminds. Not for me. More power to the people that can do them, who can play them, but not really my style. And so I couldn't really partake in his mastermind takeover. That was pretty neat. I like it when people do stuff like that. Like I know a guy, he doesn't upload videos. He does live stream, but he doesn't put his face on the screen. There's no talking. It's literally just his screen and some music playing in the background. And he's got quite a few hours from doing that. And but he does cool stuff. He'll do like an all controller, you know, Lord Statesman task force and or Lord Statesman, Lord Recluse. Statesman has fallen to the dark side. Darth Statesman. But he'll do like things like that, like these cool little events. I was like, that's really cool. I would love to do that, but he doesn't actually talk or anything in him. I actually did a farm with him one day because he was going to show me the Terminator farm. I was like, oh, okay, cool. In Iceland, it's very common to see parents leave their infants in the stroller outside cafes and stores without a care in the world. Yeah, I grew up in the world where we could ride in the back of a truck. We could be left in the car when our parents go grocery shopping. Matter of fact, you were not allowed to go to the grocery shopping. If you did, don't touch nothing, don't do anything. Uh, Now people are so concerned. I mean, people throw a fit when just dogs are left in their car. I mean, I get if it's like super hot outside and their dog is like dying in there, but I mean, some of it goes overboard. Like now, if you leave your kid in the car, even if it's for like a minute, people call the police on you, and it's crazy because we used to be left in the car all the time. Never bothered me. We did have some close calls though. There were a couple times my brother decided to play with the shifter and threw it in neutral, and we were suddenly rolling. But my sister had the clear mind to reach over and grab the emergency brake and yank it, and stopped us. But we were left in the car all the time. That could have been bad, I guess, but it wasn't. I mean, it was boring as all hell. But you know, you don't dare want to interrupt mom's freaking grocery trip. If you freaking, oh man, something happened, you better be dead. Freaking mess up mama's grocery trip, you're in trouble. We used to ride in the back of the trucks, and now that's not allowed either. There's no seatbelt. Oh, we didn't have to ride with seatbelts. And seatbelt thing is, I'm a little torn on that one because there's a lot of instances in my own family even where if the person had been wearing a seatbelt, they would have died. But they weren't. They got ejected from the car, but it actually saved them from being crushed to death. But then there's other instances where if they had been wearing a seatbelt, it would have saved their life. So I guess better be safe than sorry. But people get so crazy. Sometimes I just like, dude, mind your own business. It's natural selection. Uh, and the thing about, leaving your kid and even an infant, like, my ex-wife did that with my daughter when she was like just a couple weeks old. And her and my stepdaughter and my daughter, they went to a salon. They were going to get my stepdaughter's hair done for her recital, I think it was, and like a Christmas recital. No, I don't know what it was for. Easter? I don't have no idea. I think, but she was getting her hair done, and so my daughter was only a couple weeks old, so they were super rushed and in a panic to do it because they were on a time crunch because the recital or whatever it was that day, that afternoon. So they were in a hurry, and you're not used to having an infant in the back of the car, and she forgot her and left her in the back seat, and they were gone like a couple hours. And when they came back to the car, my wife never realized that she just, I guess, assumed that she was home. She came out to the car and saw my daughter, and she lost it. So she came home because they were just down the street. She came home, and my stepdaughter comes in the house and goes, "Hey, mom wants you in the garage." I'm like, "What?" That's weird. I go out there and she is a blubbering mess, like inconsolable. And I'm like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And and I can see my daughter in the back seat, and she's fine. And she's like, "I left Kelsey in the back seat while I was in the salon the whole time." And I mean, she's blubbering. I can barely understand what she's saying. It would take a few minutes to get her to actually spill it out. But I'm like, "She's fine though, right?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I go, "It's okay." And she's like unhinged, like completely unhinged. I'm like, "It's okay. There's nothing wrong. No harm, no foul." And it took me a while to calm her down, but accidents happen is my point. That was a long-winded story, but accidents happen. You know, accidents happen. It doesn't mean people are bad parents. Accidents happen, and there was no problem. There was no big deal. She never did it again. It scared the shit out of her. But man, accidents happen. All right. Stomach is gnawing on my backbone. Be right back. Increase the influence cap? I don't think so. It'd still be 2 billion. You know that I the Terminator one was neat. I actually wish it had more stuff. I wish it had Sarah Connor and John Connor and characters from the movie rather than just the robots. Um, so it was neat, but I used to farm that map back in the day with the freaks, and I hated every second of it because there's no simple system. There's not just a big circle you make. It's literally jumping back and forth, and I don't like that. I want it simple. That's why I like this map because I'm literally just going around the block. Uh, it's way too big. It just takes too long. By the time you're done with one run, you're like, I'm done. I am done farming. I don't want to do it no more. Well, if I do something like this, I can just keep going and going and going. Or especially the space map, the Shiva fragment. I can go on and on with that one. There comes Zartane. Oh, tink tonk, tick tonk, tink tonk. I like to call him tink tonk. Do the keywords give you tickets too? What keywords? The overwhelming majority of cars here is manual shifted. See, it's I think I think here most of the cars are automatic. I mean, granted, there's a lot of shifts cars, gear shifts here too, but I feel like most of them are automatic. I have not driven a stick in so long, so long. My first vehicle, it was a truck I ever drove was a stick shift, and I was like 14. My dad was teaching me to drive it, and one night he was drunk and wanted me to drive him home, and this was back in the day when this was still frowned upon, but not horribly. But he was drunk, so he wanted me to drive home, and I had driven a lot of straightaways, but never like turns in this particular truck, and it was before power steering, so it was super heavy to turn, and oh man, I drove several miles home, and then I went to go turn on our street, and I didn't turn it fast enough, and I freaked out. I jumped the middle medium, went through someone's front chain link fence, and luckily that chain link fence was there. Otherwise, I'd have been in the living room. It stopped us in the middle of the living room. We freaked out. My dad jumps out, runs around the other side of the car. I can't remember how to use the door handle because I'm in pure panic mode. My dad opens the door, yanks me out. I run around. He has to open the door from the other side because still can't figure out how to open a car door. And then he yanks me back in, and we take off and drive to our house, which is just around the corner. And he had car parts all in the garage because he was always working on cars. So all of a sudden, both of us are throwing car parts left and right to make room for the truck to pull it into the garage. We pull it in, and then just as we get in the house, we look outside to see a cop car driving by, looking at the identical truck across the street in the driveway. And I go straight to my bedroom. We are laughing our asses off. My mom is screaming at us, what's going on? Because we were coming from an all-night skate back in the day, and we just lived a couple miles down the road, and it was like a straight shot except for turning into my neighborhood, and he was drunk. He wasn't drunk, he was just buzzing, but he's like, "Here, you drive." And man, we sat on my couch cracking up. My mom is yelling, "What happened? What happened?" And neither one of us can talk. We eventually tell her, and my mom is furious. And then the next day, all three of us walked down to that house because it literally was a walking distance, like 3-4 minutes from our house. We walk over there and say, "Hey, we were the one that ran through your fence. My dad's always teaching my son how to drive, and he screwed up." And so we replaced their fence. We rebuilt it and everything. But it was pretty crazy. That was my first time with a stick shift. So not my first time with stick shift, but the first like crazy experience. After that though, I couldn't drive a stick shift anymore. Like I know the mechanics. I struggle with it bad to this day. I have a PTSD about it. I struggle with it. So when you rate the Mish, I give 5 stars and 3 keywords. The keywords, is that for like what type of mission it is? I don't really pay attention to that screen anymore. That's like if it's like an action or solo or something. I don't know what the keywords do, but I do get tickets for the stars. Every star you give, I get a ticket for. There we go. Yeah, I was 14 when that happened. And to this day, it kind of scares me because if that fence had not been there to stop us, I would have been in the front living room. I would have went right through. And it was crazy because when they were in the car, like panic is setting in. They all come outside and are standing at the door, just arms folded, just glaring at us. And the moment they realize we're taking off, the guy turns around and bolts in the house to go call the police. Because he wasn't at first, but the moment we were going to take off, he did. Man, can you imagine? If we can hear this crazy sound, look outside and somebody's run through your fence. Yeah, we fixed their fence. And they were kind of cool when we told them that they were teaching me to drive, which is a lie, but they were okay for the most part. But when we finished it, it was like they kind of snubbed us, didn't say thank you or anything, or they weren't joking around, or I don't know what I expected, but something, shit happens. But they just snubbed us. I was like, all right, dude, you want to be like that? It's cool. It was interesting. Yeah, so that's I don't know what that does. I don't know if that's designed to help other people, so they're looking for a specific farm. All those little things in there like that were designed for people like looking for like story arcs. I don't think they ever really got used like as intended. Because Matt Miller, this was his baby. He wanted everybody to create their own task force and stuff, and people did. I did, but I mean, what did they expect? We were gonna make farms out of them. Absolutely. I leveled mini tunes old school from 1 to 50, grinding them up, doing missions and story arcs, and after so many characters, you don't want to do that anymore. I want to get them 50. I want to get them all enhanced out, and then I want to go run task forces. That's where the fun is. It for me. Some people prefer the grind. Nothing wrong with that. How are you even talking to me right now? Are you watching the stream through the freaking your phone somewhere? You're supposed to be at work working. You should be working. Do you see that, guys? My wife went to work, and she's on YouTube at work. Damn millennial. She hates it when I say that. Man, my stomach. Ugh, got a pain right where my gallbladder is, but they say it's not my gallbladder. It's weird. Got a hernia or something. All those years laying carpet and flooring and tile and linoleum. Got a freaking tear in my. I got a hernia or something. I gotta be careful of that when I'm lifting heavy objects. Oh no, Kendall died. Hell is frozen over. Hell is the new Iceland. Ah, don't waste your powers. Come to Papa. Crazy, crazy. Some crazy shit. I figured you're in your office. She should be working. We drove all the way to work on stuff. Look at her. Abusing the fact that she's salary. Go to work on a Sunday. She complained all night last night that she had to go back to work soon. And now she's at work early. Jeez. That's funny. At least she wasn't on her computer at home working. Is it Ligma? What is Ligma? Do tell. It's an alien baby. It's gonna burst out of my stomach. You play COH at work? I know a lot of people that do that too. I have never had one of those jobs where that's even possible. There were people playing on their phones too. They were like downloading it to their. It had to be an Android, I'm assuming, because Androids are like little mini computers. Oh, he died because you were trying to heal him. He was out of range. I knew we have a friend that she always plays a healer, but she only heals you if you're in range. In range of her, not in range of the action, in range of her. And she would like throw a fit. If you're not going to be near me, I'm not going to heal you. I'm like, dude, we're in the middle of the fight. You come closer. It was funny. Those little quirks you learn to love about people. Ligma balls? What the hell is that? Is that like chocolate sweaty balls? I like your sweaty, salty balls. Freaking Tonk. Tonk is like the ultimate troller. Read that fast. I wish that joke applied to the is it Ligma? Ligma balls. That's like the Sofa King. I don't even remember what the whole line is. Sofa King. What is the whole line? There's a whole line for that. Now everybody just remembers Sofa King. But there's a whole line. I first found out about that. It was from a show, but I'm usually in range of the action. Well, I mean, I would expect most healers to be. I work at night and I'm the only one in the building. Well, hey, I can't blame you. Especially if you've got nothing to do. If your job it requires you just to be there. Absolutely. You tried the... Thank you. No, I heard it. I heard it, so... Yeah, she's probably here. She probably saw that too, Guthmunder. Yeah, that was interesting, the black mask. It's funny because I totally expected it to hurt, like pulling off like hot wax or something. I didn't even feel it at all. I thought this was supposed to be painful. I thought she was gonna have some good content of me like squirming, and didn't even feel it. Tick fur. I was laying some tile at a job, because I do flooring, and I was installing ceramic tile on the floor in a bathroom, and this the customer, her son, who's like 12. He's 12. Remember that he's 12. He goes, "Hey, I want to do a joke on you. Let's see if you can get it." I'm like, "Okay." And so he goes, "Read these words." Oh, I remember what it is now. I remember what it was. And so it's from a show or something. There was a show that said it. And this is a good 10, 15 years ago. And so he goes, every word I show you, you read the word. Okay, fine. I'm like, and so instantly alarms are going off, going, okay, this is gonna be a joke. This is gonna be dirty, and it's a 12-year-old kid telling me. So okay, so be aware of that. And so it's I, uh, yams, uh, sofa, king, we, tard, did, and the moment I get to Sofa King, I'm like, I'm not. I saw it instantly. I'm not saying that in front of you. And his mom, who's sitting right there, starts cracking up. I was like, I'm not saying that. I'm at a customer's house. I don't know these people. Like, I'm not saying that to you. You're like 12 years old, dude. And they're cracking up. And I'm like, hell no. You gonna get me to freaking say the F word in front of a customer? No fucking way. But yeah, the line was, I am so fucking retarded. And he was trying to get me to say it. And I'm like, you're out of your mind. I'm not saying that to you. Oh, man. If you have seen Spies Like Us, then you should recognize the dick for. I don't think I've seen Spies Like Us. I don't think so. Did anybody see the movie Enemies with Jake Gyllenhaal? Because that was a trippy fucking movie. Enemies. Weird. Weirdest movie I've ever seen. And I thought Pulp Fiction was pretty freaking weird. Weirdest movie I've ever seen. Like, and most of the movie, you're like, okay, 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 I think I'm following along. And then you get to the end, the very end, the last, like, 3 seconds, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, I immediately went to the internet and Googled, what does this mean? Man, it was rough. And I had my wife watch it, and when we got to that very end, because she was actually on her phone, I'm like, put your phone down, you have to watch this. And it went to that scene, and she freaked out. She may have screamed. She may have screamed. And she was so mad at me for letting her watch that movie. You saw that movie? Is that what you're referring to? Kathmandu is, oh yeah, Enemies? Freaking movie. That is the most WTF moment I've ever had in my life. It was a weird movie. And like I was totally like interested throughout the story because I was like, this is interesting. What does this mean? What does this mean? What it actually meant is like a total mind fuck. I mean that's the premise of that movie. Yeah, but that last 3 seconds, oh my gosh. That'll leave you speechless. And that's exactly what I did. It was just, what the fuck was that? Weird movie. The storyline behind the story is Jake Gyllenhaal is a teacher, and he's got a very repetitive life. It's just boring and like, I mean, almost to a schedule. Everything he does, and he decides somebody notices that something's wrong with him, so they suggest watching a movie. So he rents a movie, and while he's watching it, he realizes he sees a like an actor, like an extra, who's identical to him. So the whole story is he's trying to meet the identical doppelganger and see what the deal is. See if he's got a brother, a long lost twin, something. Or if it just. So that's the story. That's the whole premise of the story. So I was completely interested and I was invested. I was like, okay, this is neat. Very interesting directing, how it was like the flow and everything. But I was pretty interested. I was like, oh, he's got like a doppelganger. You know, what could he be? Could it be a twin? Could it be, you know, long lost brother? Whatever. So, but yeah, the story they went with though, whoo, was crazy. One of the strangest film I've ever seen is our Naked Lunch and Night of the Lepus. Night of the Lepus. That reminds me of the old rabbit horror movies, the giant rabbits. What is Lepus though? Night of the Lemurs or something? That was the rabbit one. Giant rabbits like the size of freaking houses. They're all gnawing on people's faces, killing people. Oh, that was a wild, typical '80s movie, '80s horror movie, early '80s, I think. It might have been mid '80s. I don't remember how old I was when I watched it. It was definitely the '80s though. I got an incarnate shard, yay! I really wish you could send incarnate shards. That'd be awesome. You know what'd be really nice is you can convert incarnate shards into Empyrean merits. That would be cool. Convert 20 of them. Because then you can convert all your wasted incarnate shards. That's what we should be promoting for the changes with the homecoming team. Is totally converting them back into Empyrean merits, like 20 shards. Because I have, like, this character. Dude, I probably have so many shards. Dude, I should look right now. I'm sure it's in the thousands. It'd be so nice to be able to convert those into Empyrean merits and then transform over as a transcendent merit. Lepus is so it is that movie, the one from the '80s, right? Night of the Lepus with the giant rabbits. It is that movie, and there's actually more than one. I know it is funny. In the '80s, I loved those movies. I tried watching them again, probably earlier this year. I found it on YouTube. I think it was YouTube, and I rented it. And, like, I made it through the first few minutes, and I was like, oh my god, this movie is so weird. Why did I enjoy this movie? I feel the same thing about Superman 4. Like, I loved it when I was younger, but I watch it now, and I'm like, oh, this movie is cringy. Apparently, they ran out of money when they were filming that movie. It was so cringy. Freaking nuclear man. I had such a problem saying nuclear. I kept wanting to say nuclear. It's nuclear man. Night of the Lepus. Yeah, that's a crazy movie. If you want to see giant rabbits devouring people's faces off. And it's very gory. It is very gory. But there's more than one, I think. But they live in like giant burrows that can swallow you whole. It can swallow a car. Giant bunnies. Yeah, I'd be down with that too, Tiger Tony. I once called you Tiger. I'd be down with that too. I mean, just something that you can convert. Like, I'm gonna look right now. Powers, incarnate abilities, convert, threads, common. I have 2,694 threads because there's nothing I can do with them. Not a damn thing. Guys, are you guys being scolded for dying? 20 to 1? 40 or even 80? Yeah. Yep. The Mutant Avenger? Those were weird. Those were too weird. I feel like he did help write. I think he did help direct it too. Or maybe he was produce it. I don't know. I don't remember. But he did help. Which is funny because he didn't even want to do it to begin with. Like, they had to really talk him into it. Because he was getting older and wasn't as trim as he used to be. You know, he was getting older. Oh, you know, another great movie with Christopher Reeve is Uh, Noises off. That's a good one. Toxic Avenger. Yeah. No, I actually knew what you meant. I could totally picture the superhero dude, the crazy looking mutant monster. Toxic Avenger. Yep. Can you side grade? Um. Uh. I'm trying to think. The shards you can. The astral shards, I think they are. I don't know. Let's go look. Yes. I'm thinking. Okay. The shards you can side grade. The threads, though, I don't think you can. Don't think you can side grade threads. No. You can get incarnate XP, but I mean that's useless once you got everything unlocked. Yeah, no, you can't. You can't do anything with those. Shards though, shards you can side grade or upgrade into threads, but again that gives you more threads. I wish they would do something with the threads because once you got everything tier forward, they become useless unless you want to just go through and just get all of every single one of the incarnates. But I mean, that's just a waste. There's no fun in that. I would rather be able to convert them and transfer them over. I got lots of characters that could use Imperium merits because Imperium merits get hard to get after a while, unless you're just rolling a bunch of new 50s. FY, worst B-rated movie ever that I've ever seen is Zombie Nation. Have I seen Zombie Nation? I don't know. I don't know if I've seen Zombie Nation. I watched what's that? There was a zombie show that came out last year on Netflix, and it was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. And it was weird. They were on like this weird zombie, uh, like zombies had taken over, and they had were able to corral them into one area, and it was almost like a zoo or something, or like an amusement park where you go through and you see zombies and stuff, and you had to pay to go into the zombie amusement park. And they broke loose, and it caused a big problem. And the main characters that you like really fell in love with and enjoyed, they killed them off. I was like, you son of a bitch. I stopped watching. Looks like two guys were talking to a guy who had a warehouse and were like, how much do you have on you? Let's put our money together and make a movie this weekend. Yep, that's recorded on some old broken recorder, all grainy. Yeah, I would be down to a higher return rate. I mean, the only problem is if you screw that up, then you lose the opportunity. But um, I would totally be down for that. So I'm gonna throw this out here as an option. But if anybody is willing to give up their spot for Ken, that would be great. Um, Not expecting anybody to. Um, but I'm just trying to keep that option over, just in case somebody was teetering on maybe calling it. That way Ken could get in here. Oh, so you just got in though. You were one of the ones I was trying to keep around because you barely got in. I felt bad that you had to wait so long. Black Sunday or something? I'm not sure. Oh, you already left. Okay, so then I'll grab Ken. Ken is already on a team. Let me send him a message. What am I doing? Chat. We have a spot open. You probably already know this because you might be in the stream already. If you want in. All right. Ask about available missions. Accept. Unable to chat. Please try again later. Did it just tell me in my own freaking stream that I am unable to chat? That's funny. I wanted to see if it let me talk, but it did. I am not asking anybody to leave. I was just asking if anyone to give up a spot, but Soch already gave up their spot so that Ken can get in. And I was expecting Ken to stick around longer since I was barely able to get, or I was barely able to get Soch in. I'm ready. Invite the team. All right. All right, here we go. Rock and roll. Is there others that want in? I don't. I think the list is clear. I know I haven't cleared it on the screen here, but I don't have anybody else that wants in. My wife did, but she went to work, so she's out. I can't even say snooze you lose because she's working. So Vela, if maybe I don't have anybody waiting. If somebody says they want in, I'm not gonna like promote it or offer the spot up if you're in here. So I mean, by all means, stick around. I appreciate you offering the spot. You probably weren't even offering the spot. I was just curious. Still waiting for the con and Tony to come in. Where's whole Harshnag? Con. All right, we're gonna get started. Rock and roll. Rook Knight. Associate was my pleasure. Absolutely. So I don't even know if you're a male or female. Like, the voodoo doll makes me think that you're a female, but your personality makes me think you're a male who plays a female. Keep refer. I started referring for. I started to refer to you as them and they and their because I wasn't sure and I didn't want to offend you. I was like, just gonna ask. Worst thing I can do is say I'm sorry, right? Boom. Can I convert any of these over here? I'm gonna let my assault go off first. I got a couple. All right. So welcome to the group, Ken. Ken, what were you doing out there? Anything special? Because it says you're on a team, so I was hoping you got onto another farm. Oh no, I just dropped my burn. What a waste. What? There's usually a lot more mobs right here. Where'd they all go? I'm throwing like on the backside. Dirty little vixens. They like the backside. Dirty. Dirty. Come on, partners. Oh, I'm losing interest over there. I need to burn these minions down so they come back. Oh, here they come. Good. I got these groups over here. These are paying attention to me, but once the minions die over here, they will come. Yep, see? Bring on the mobs. I was very tempted to do the Shiva fragment today for the farm, but it's a lot of resetting, and then I got to worry about the hot door, and like, nah, I'll let everybody relax, stay at the front. Oh, it's fine. I'm good. I say stick around and enjoy the XP. Hang out. No big deal. I'm not like in a hurry or anything. I'm not like trying to race it. Just keep it moving at a nice steady pace. It's all good. I feel like I'm still hungry, but my stomach hurts. I think I may have a hernia in my intestines. Telling you, too much lifting. And I've had to lift some ridiculously heavy, like rolls of carpet by myself. And it's all about leverage. Once you get them up there, it's just about keeping the leverage, the weight shifted right. And you can carry some pretty heavy stuff. But it's probably not good for you. There's been a couple times, though, that I overdid it. Or I could not keep it on my shoulder. Like a big roll of carpet that was just way too big, and I had no business trying to carry it. And I'd get it up on my shoulder, and the thing would be like 4 feet. The roll would be 4 feet wide. What time is it for me? It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. And you said it's about 11:30 for you, right? So you're 8 hours difference. Is that right? I didn't know Iceland was that far. Maybe I'm thinking of Greenland. I don't know. But yeah, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. A soda? What kind of soda? I mean, we have like ginger ale, stuff like that. It's supposed to help settle your stomach. But I don't think it's a actual stomach issue. I think it's in my intestines. Like, I think I actually have a hernia. Like, I tore something trying to carry giant loads of carpet, giant rolls. A lot of times it's when I'm eating. After I eat, it like starts to hurt. So does here cause stomach aches? That's like the Cat Williams joke. Did you take one of our medications and now suffering from this? Call 1-800-MY-BAD. That's 1-800-MY-BAD. And the other thing was if you take like something for like like in no asthma, like yeah, take something for asthma, and one of the symptoms is short of breath. You're like, wait a minute, what? I'm taking this because I have short of breath. It's gonna cause short of breath. Black licorice soda. I almost said soda. Black licorice soda. Black licorice soda. Ooh, I can't say that either. Black licorice soda. That sounds horrible. That sounds like it's made by the devil. Who the hell made black licorice? Ah, I can't say that now. Black licorice soda. That sounds disgusting. Ooh, that's a horrible taste. Black licorice. Gross. Yeah, I believe it. That's called diarrhea. Beth Wonder, that's called diarrhea. In a smooth fashion, yeah, that's called diarrhea. As long as it's better than the sugar-free gummy bears, the 5-pound bag of sugar-free gummy bears. And you know what? The sugar-free gummy bears, it may not have been like something that was in the gummy bears. It just might have been that you were eating too much of them, because it's a 5-pound bag that you were just shoveling into your mouth. Because gummy bears, of course. And maybe just too much of that, whatever is in them, was bad. Or it could be them. Did we lose somebody? Who did we lose? Who left? Vela left. Where did Vela go? Electrical Burns. That's actually a really cool name. I like that. That's neat. Oh, where'd that guy go? He just left. A guy just ran up the stairs. Stonewall. What a dirty dog. Yeah, there's everybody that was on the list is here. I just haven't jumped over to remove it. Because now, with all the lag issues I've had, I'm afraid to jump over. Is there such a thing as sweet black licorice? Because if there is, I don't know of it. I don't know if our licorice is considered sweet. I don't have time to consider it sweet because the moment it hits my tongue, I'm like, oh, God, nope, reject. That's when my stomach goes, yeah, get that out now. So gross. Like it's making me queasy just thinking about it, just saying out loud. It's like, mm. I'm having like the opposite reaction of salivating. I'm just gross. Black licorice. You know, and I've met people who absolutely love black licorice, and I'm like, you are out of your mind. Like, I don't mean to judge, but I'm judging. See, now you'll have to send a black licorice and your black licorice into a snack pack. Now I'm curious. Oh, there goes the conduit. Ugh, black licorice. Oh, I can make reds. Woohoo! Sweet. I love how Swordy pops in. Like, you're still going? And then leaves. Oh, so you have tasted the difference. Okay, so now I'm interested. Okay. I'm very curious to see what Scandinavian black licorice tastes like. Because, yes, the U.S. licorice is horrible. And it's nice to know that there is a difference. That's still a tough sell, though, because we've been ruined with anything black licorice flavored or otherwise. Gross. I'll have to check that out. Nothing like a new season of Letterkenny? What is Letterkenny? I want a new season of Witcher, and I don't think it's coming out until 2021. We gotta wait more than a year for the next season of The Witcher. So lame. I need to go just buy the game and play the games. I don't know if I should start like where should I start with Witcher? Like I'm tempted to start with Witcher 3 because I heard it's so cool, but um, I don't want to start with like an old game that one may not even be available for PC, or two, the graphics are so bad you feel like you're going backwards. Granted, I have no problem going to play the original Zelda or a lot of those older games. I liked them. I'll still play them. Conduit dies faster than everybody's cooldowns. That's your superpower, dude. That's your new. You can't hear me. You can't heal me before I die. You can't res me. You can't res me before your cooldown. That's a gift. If you make orange chicken, you can add a little bit of licorice in the sauce. You will get a really good flavor, even if you hate the black stuff. Really interesting. Oh, and FYI, we already made Wayne from Letterkenny. He is a street justice in Voltanker. I don't know what that is. What's Letterkenny? Tony, explain that. What is Letterkenny? I don't know what that is. Tony, I wanted to come up with something original for the whole Anthony Tiger thing, Tony the Tiger. But I got so sidetracked on our con memes that I completely forgot. Like, yeah, well, after 40 years, he's probably heard them all. I was gonna try to get really creative. Burn, baby, burn. So it's 3:30. I was hoping I'd get a bunch more people in here, at least to hang out with us. I really wish we could do like leagues for farms, you know, but I mean it would totally ruin the influence. So obviously, that's not a thing. I'll have to come up with some other events other than just farming, so that people can we can do all do like a bunch of stuff together league wise. Orange plus licorice is a similar mix. Chili and chocolate. Chili and coffee. Oh my. I don't think I've tried either one of those. Chili and chocolate and chili and coffee. Gross. Gross, 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 gross. That actually turned my stomach just a little bit. Disco Inferno. Uh, my my dad and his wife. Um, I always call her his wife rather than my stepmom because she's 5 years younger than I am. But my dad and his wife, they've been married for like 18 years now. They they both lived in South Dakota. They moved to South Dakota for several years, and in that region, they eat things like peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches. And I about lost my shit when he told me. I was like, that is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. When it comes to like actual edible stuff, mixing peanut butter and mayonnaise together, I was like, absolutely not. He's like, oh, I tried it. It's pretty good. I was like, nope. I will not try it. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to be completely like gross. I'm okay. I'm going to have to be completely like stubborn on this one because not doing peanut butter and mayonnaise, that's just disgusting. It was funny because she was telling me that they use mayonnaise for a lot of stuff like that. And I'm like, what, you guys think it was sour cream or something? You guys saw a picture? I was like, hell no. I'm not doing peanut butter and freaking mayonnaise. I wouldn't even do peanut butter and sour cream, but still, peanut butter and mayonnaise do not belong together. That is gross. Disgusting in Z formation. I never did see, what was Ken doing? Ken, did you ever say? What were you doing? Were you in another group farming or anything? What were you up to? Wonder what Dolphin's doing. I like eating the heads of sheep and PB and mayo is disgusting. Yeah, you ain't kidding. It was gross. It's just the thought of it, just ugh, gross. He ended up moving back to California. I'm like, Dad, PB and mayonnaise stays there. Doesn't come here. Spare parts. PB and mayo's legit. Oh God, another, another for PB and mayo. That's disgusting. Can't do it. It's too much for me. And and I honestly don't know if it tastes good or not. The idea of it alone is disgusting. And I don't even want to try it, which is not fair. It's not fair to the PB and mayo. I'm all trying to scratch my nose over my mic without touching it. I felt special there. Yeah, just the idea of it alone is just too gross for me to even give it a shot, which is very close-minded, but it's okay. I can live my life without it. It's not a big deal. No, you're just chilling. Just kicking back. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, when I invited you, it said you were on a team. So I couldn't invite you because you were already on a team. Weird. Very, very weird. I'm pretty sure I spelt it right, too. Actually, no, I think I clicked on you and to invite you because I saw you were there because you had sent me a fortune mystical what is that thing? What is this thing? Mystic fortune. Because you had hit me with it, so I knew you were there. So when I tried to invite you. It said Ken is not available and is on another team. Dude, right, Conduit? That was my issue. Like, even thinking about it, just, it like instantly hits that gag reflex. Just gross. And I was so disappointed in my dad. It's like, Dad, I'm ashamed of you. I'm totally ashamed of you right now. And I'm the one being stubborn. Oh, Tony, I don't need any descriptions. It just turns my stomach. Sure, it's better than you think. It's like each bite being a perfect mouthful. I can't even read it anymore. I can't even read it. Can't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't even read what you were saying. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna throw up. I can't even look at it on the screen. I don't even want to look at it. It's so gross. Gonna make me, my eyes start water. That's bad. That's all kinds of bad. Yeah, I. It could very well be awesome. Just too gross to even try. Strange. You're weird. I keep seeing a flash on the screen, like the glowy, like is coming through the map through all the buildings, but then there's nothing there. Where is the glowy? Hello, Mr. Glowy. Hello, hello, hello. Where the heck is this thing? Is it down this like corridor? I'm stuck on the corner. See, I just saw that flash again. Weird. I don't know what that was. Alrighty. Rock and roll. Seivu is. Oh, there's Savu. They were with our group the first stream. Alright. Reload. Good to go. There we go. I drink all my soda. And my coffee. My coffee was actually probably making me feel more hungry. Because I was like super hungry and I was drinking lots of coffee. I was probably making it a million times worse. Let everybody start filtering in before I take off. Start leaving everybody behind. Baseball stadium. Oh no. Not sure what the show is then. Shadow Squirrel. Was someone trying to invite me to the Torchbearer badge channel? I don't think I'm in that channel either. Gothmunder and Tony. Mr. Iceland. Alright, so we are just about all in, so I'm going to go ahead and rock and roll. Oh, there we go. Everybody's in. Sweet. Good timing. Because all the minions are about to drop. There they go. Oh, almost double-clicked assault again. You hanky spanky. Let's grab that group over there. Boom! Did you just blow up? Something blew up. That was a big blow. It's a big bomb. Electric burns. I really like that. That sounds cool. Here comes radiation onslaught. It's so glowy. Somebody sent me like a bunch of their characters they wanted me to add to the farm. And I was like, ooh, that's a lot of characters. I'm going to have to go through this and see where I'm going to put what. And they were all He-Man characters. I was like, I can't use these. I mean, you did a great job on them, but I can't use them. I was like, that's too bad. Like, I realized, I said, you know, community costumes, but they still got to be code of conduct. You know, can't be violating the rules. He did a good job on them too. Like, I instantly recognized them. He had the hammer one, Ram, Ram something. I don't know. I had all the toys too. Man of Arms. All the minions are gonna drop down for what? Uh, I was trying to think of a joke. I couldn't think of anything. I let you down. They're gonna die the moment I hit my burn. They all just drop to the ground. I don't know why all the single ladies comes in my head. I say that. Radiant, healthy, green glow. Yup. All the single ladies, put your hands up. I don't know why that's reading in my head is drop to the ground. Whatever. I'll come back for that group over there later. See if I grab this one too. Jump over here. Hit that bad boy. Everybody still running? Oh, I think they're all dead over there. Cool. I'm okay with that. I can't tell if that is actually working or not. Could I press it? No. It's got a glitch on the recharge. That's alright. That is all good. Yeah, I should do an event. What event should I do? Some sort of like trial or something. I need to read up on the trials because it's been so long with I've done most of the trials that I don't remember them very well. Which is sad because I used to do them all the time. Like the underground, I would do that every day. I had that thing down. Now I can't even remember what to do at all. I remember there's little mushroom things that you have to get as like buffs or debuffs or vote for Terry Crews as the next He-Man. Oh man. The power of Grayskull. I have the power, He-Man. Who would make a great He-Man? Terry Crews. That guy is... He seems like he'd be a really fun guy to hang out with. He just is a really good, fun personality. Anybody who's willing to do some of the goofy things he's done and as a glorified extra, like they'd be a really cool guy. He was in Click. He's in a lot of movies where he's almost doing the exact same thing, like singing along in the car next to him, oh, lip syncing. Crazy. Is chat broken? Because I said something earlier and it didn't seem like it went through. I don't know if chat is broken because there's something on my screen that says it's unable to connect to chat. So either my chat is broken or it's just quiet. If people are talking in chat, I cannot see it. I don't know how to reset it either or refresh it. TF Commander? Oh my god. That's still only like an 8-man group though. I was thinking of something that we can get like a bunch of people. Just that way we can get like a whole group together and do something. Rather than confining it to just 8 people. TF Commander, oh my gosh. Some of those task forces I have no desire to do. Ever. All those defeat alls with the robots, which I think is the Posse or the Synapse, one of the two. Might be the Synapse one. So many defeat alls, so freaking so annoying. I mean, if you're speed running them, they go fairly quickly, but still, even a speed run, they're just grating. I would like to do some sort of trial where I can do a league thing. That way I can get everybody in there. Like, it's a big group. That way nobody's having to be waiting in the wings or anything. Task Force Commander badge. Ken, you should wash your mouth out. That was horrible. That was a dirty word. Well, I didn't say they were hard. They're just like, ugh, just grating on my nerves. So many, and it's the early ones that are like the positron ones aren't hard. Uh, but I think it's Synapse. I want to say it's Synapse, or it might be Citadel. But man, those are rough. There are so many defeat alls. Like the Numina, I don't mind Numina Task Force. It doesn't bother me at all. I like everybody's like kind of apprehensive because of all the takedowns that you have to do. That one doesn't bother me. As long as it's coordinated correctly, it's not a problem. But the some of the defeat alls, and they don't take long to do. It's like, I'm impatient. I just want to go in there and click the glowing, get out. A monster hunt, that could be something. And I've seen Positive Gamer do it, and my big concern was, are they gonna be able to find them? But they actually did pretty good. They didn't really have any downtime between monsters. Like it was just a few minutes of people running to different servers and checking, and it was like, okay, I got one here. I was like, wow. Synapse is like PB and Mayo. I concur, absolutely. Oh, that's awesome. Freaking gross. I was so disappointed. I told my dad, dude, I'm ashamed of you right now. He's like, what? It's good. I'm like, oh, no. That's just gross. And, I mean, like I said, it could probably be good, but the idea alone makes me want to throw up. So I'm like, nope, not going to do it. I'm going to spare myself. I'm going to spare my poor taste buds. Actually, it's probably my brain. The idea. Come on, big money hustler, get your butt over here. Oh, he's dead. Goodbye. He's not hustling no more. Freaking Michael Scott. He's not my homie no more. Or what did he say? I don't know. Michael Scott. What you gonna do? I want to learn how to do the Scarn. One hand to the left, one hand to the right. That's how you do the Scarn. Badge runs. There's a lot of things that I haven't done badge runs in a long time. 10 years maybe? Because I used to be obsessed with badges at one point. Like, we were doing stuff like that all the time to get badges. And then I was like, at one point when I had gotten so many, and I started creating new characters and going to different servers, I was like, it's not even a big deal anymore. I don't care. I guess I'm not a true badger. Now it's like, I have to go get Task Commander? Boo. Let's just go do the bank vaults and just get them real fast. We'll do it the cheaty way. Total cheat method. That takes a lot of work to get them set up, though. For the Task Commander badge via the villain side. Through the bank vaults. Because you have to do a ton of missions to unlock the contact that even allow you to do that. And it's a grind. It's a long grind. But eventually you unlock the contact that allows you to do the specific bank jobs that allow you to get all the badges you need to get Task Force Commander. Totally cheating, but hey, now we just got to go to Night Ward to go get the Midnighter badge to open up Cimarora. So hey, same thing pretty much. Now we just need one for the patron powers. Insta patron powers. That's kind of messed up that they did the patron powers like that. It's like anybody else can do the epic pull powers, but you gotta do special stuff to get the patron powers? That's messed up. Honey Badger don't give a shit. Badges? Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. Or badgers from UHF. What few people don't know about turtles are turtles are nature's suction cups. Watch. Look, they stick. Spatula City, Spatula City. I love that movie, UHF. Oh shit, that was a great movie. You get to drink from the fire hose. Wish my wife was here. I could tell her to try to like talk to me in chat so I can know if it's working or not. Yeah, Ken, that's the problem. Is I want to do like big, large group stuff just to get more people involved. That way, I include more people in the stream. But yeah, it's hard to get that many people. It's hard to find things that I can do that. I don't know. I have to check with Positive Gamer because he comes up with a lot of neat little ideas for stuff just like that. I mean, it's doable because they do like monster hunting and they do badge hunting and they'll form several groups to do like leveling. They'll do an MSR raid. MSR raid. Conan the Librarian. You're overdue. He freaking smacks him. It's such a funny movie. There was a lot of stuff in that show, or like the show with the wheel of fish. Oh, you chose the red snapper. Very tasty. Okay, you got the box. Do you want the box or do you want the I don't know what's behind door number 3? I'll take the box. What's in the box? Absolutely nothing. You're so stupid. Oh, red snapper. Very tasty. You're so stupid. Freaking saves the day with the double printed penny. That is true. Hopefully, though, I mean, I feel like most of the people that play City Heroes still are that are here play it for the community. I mean, it's obviously we love this game for all the superhero stuff too, but I mean the community was a big factor too. So just being able to be with a group of people running around doing stuff, if they have time, I would feel like a lot of them would stick around. When Weird Al went home at the end of the movie, I guess it was two thumbs a dozen. This guy. What happened at the end of the movie where he went home? I remember where he fell asleep and it does the whole "I want my MTV." I don't remember what happened when he went home. Oh, all these reds. Wow. I was running out of endurance again. I made some tweaks to this build to get more uh, damage procs in it, and it really took a toll on my endurance. It suffered pretty bad. It just means that I can't miss my ageless incarnate. Gotta make sure I hit it. Money for nothing and the chick for free. I want my MTV. I see you right there. I see you trying to hide. Oh yeah, he was an alien. That's right. He like unzipped or something. That's right. That movie is awesome. I think chat is broken on my screen. I think it's totally broken. I don't know how to reload it without screwing up the whole live chat. I totally think it's broken. Money for nothing. Okay. Oh, look, hot load's back. There's hot load. All right. So I think we're gonna make this next run, my last one. I am going on 6 hours. Ugh. So I think it'd be probably a good time to call it after this run. Use recovery serum, like inject it straight to my veins, right in my neck, or in my buttocks. I got shot in the buttocks. I used to torture people at when I had worked at Lenscraft. Borders. I would torture people with like a Forrest Gump impersonation, because I could do it really good then. I can't do it as well anymore. uh, isn't that like the high pitched one? Oh, it's metal. Interesting. Money for nothing and the chicks for free. Magus, what the heck? Magus Rooch? What's that guy's name? Magus Roch? I feel like I'm saying that wrong. I feel like that's the Gautier version of fish. There's an explanation to it for that Gautier, for that group that sang the I don't know, that song that got super popular really fast, and then they kind of disappeared off the face of the map. I think the YouTube video of those 5 guys performing it was more popular than the actual group itself. Oh no! I just threw down burn. What a dummy. Let's hit you guys over there. We're gonna bring you over. Join the club. Join the club. Money for nothing and the chicks for free. I want my, I want my ATV. Freaking Weird Al was always like daydreaming, like he was, at one point he was Rambo. They were using like weird footage too. Extraneous gore. I think I own the DVD, actually, for UHF. Such a great movie. You know what I just got introduced to? Um, it was like a month ago. Was the bad lip syncing videos on YouTube? Were the seagulls? By, which is Star Wars. It's Yoda singing seagulls. And then there's another one, My Stick. And they do such a good job with the lip syncing. It's just spot on. And you think it's really easy with Yoda, but they even do it with like Han and Luke, and I was like, wow, it really looks like that's what they're actually saying. I'm impressed. That took a lot of work. This dude is awesome. If you haven't seen him, you should check it out. I will definitely check out the Frog Leap Studios. Well, now I have to because I have that song stuck in my head, and I want to see how they did it. Definitely be checking that out. I still got that pain. It's moved. Now it's like dead center. Anaconda in Africa? This is America. Africa. Weird Al. His weird cameo in the latest cover of Toto's Bless the Rains down in Africa. So weird. I'm gonna do an anaconda too, but it's gonna be all that's my snake, that's my snake. Weird ideas. I should be locked up. Come on, I wanna get this guy. Get over here. Get over here. Come here. Come on, give me endurance. Dude, I am totally. My chat is broken. I wonder if I refreshed it. I feel like if I refreshed it, it would end the stream, so that's why I'm not messing with it. That'd be bad. It says on the unable to connect to chat. The thing that scares me is when it first did that, I had actually accidentally hit two keys at the same time, and I feel like I broke something over there. Let's try this. What's the last thing that somebody has said in chat? Tell me in game. Because the last thing that's said in chat for me is baseball stadium. Oh, not sure what that is? Oh, not sure what show is then? I think I had a stroke myself just now. I'm all trying to read it real fast to look back at the screen. Let's pull these over here. Living in America. I know that's not the song that you mentioned Fogly did, but that's what I got. I got James Brown stuck in my head. It was probably from combination of that and me mentioning Rambo. I used to do so many freaking macro binds and stuff. I don't do them that much anymore. I have like my basic ones. That's what's in chat. See, he sent me that, and did I ever answer that? Yeah, so mine's broken. If I already published an AE mission, can I edit the title, the NPC, etc., without unpublishing it or editing the ARC ID number? Yes, you can edit all of that. So what you'll do is you'll go in there, you'll make all the changes you want. You have to go and edit, make all the changes, and then at the very top it'll say republish and exit, and it'll republish everything, but it does not change your ID or anything. I've made a lot, like all my cosplayer characters for the original Comic Con. You know, I didn't do those all at once. I added them as I went. So as long as you're not deleting it or yeah, as long as you're not deleting it, it should be fine. Because once you create it, it already assigns an ID to it. So you should be fine. So you just edit it and then republish it. Just don't unpublish it. Because if you unpublish it, it might redo the ARC ID. So you just gotta go in, edit, make your edits, and then republish. But like I said, don't unedit. So yeah, I'm totally missing live chat. Wonder if I can open another screen for that. Let me try. See what that is. Cause I'm missing everything you guys are saying. That sucks. I wonder if I can open this and then turn it on silent. Yeah, so you guys could almost hear me. Oh my gosh. How much did I miss? Oh my gosh, I've missed so much. That sucks. So I pull up the actual stream. I had to mute myself talking so you guys didn't hear that. But, my pleasure, Hotload. Sorry that took so long. Because I can't hear anybody. Set out a league and clear out Monster Island? Dude, that would be interesting. That would be totally interesting. All those monsters. Clear out all of them. All of monkeys. I guess that's something else we can do is do all the monkey farms. Clearing all for the badges. What badge is that? Is that Portal Jockey? Do you need that for Portal Jockey? I don't remember. One of those badges required it. You know what I've never done was the Cathedral of Pain. Because when it first came out, it broke, and then they never really fixed it. And now you can do it, but never really done it. And I think that's a league one you can do. Oddly enough, I like the long Firebase Zulu task forces, like Dr. Quarterfield stuff. I enjoy those. I know they're super long and a lot of people hate them, but when you get them down pretty smooth, you can actually finish them in an hour, hour and a half. And they're fun. I like those. Well, the Firebase Zulu itself, it's just a cool concept. I don't know, like floating rocks in limbo. That's really neat. I always liked that. Living in America. Let me see if I can do something. Oops. There we go. Yeah, the Ricky Monkey's a lot easier to get. You know what? Maybe they designed it to be like a team effort type thing, like a league effort. Designed for everybody to like join up and do it. That's very possible. But still, it was a little extreme. 10,000 was way too much. And they were shooting psionic powers at you? Man. It's ridiculous. Too many. Living in America. Alright. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright. I gotta do some more video recordings. I don't know what I'm gonna record. What's the plan? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I wanna do Fallen Order. I haven't bought it yet. Like I said, I had it in the cart, I just haven't bought it yet. Can't decide if that's what I wanna get. I do wanna play it though. I should just do that. I'm worried since I'm like, using games to stream and stuff that I'm gonna come to hate playing games like for leisure. Because that would be sad. Especially games that use lightsabers. That'd be sad. And you know another game I really enjoy is Destiny 2. That's a really fun game. And I'm not a like pew pew person. And I love that game. And it's all pew pew. And it's so much fun. Need a good laugh? I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm wondering what that is. I'm gonna have to look. I'm very scared. Only COH players will get it. Okay. Living in America. I'll have to check that here in a second. Come on, dude. Corrupted security guard. Come follow me. Come follow me. Come fly away. Alright. I like that dark blue you got there on your character there. My firekin is set up with the dark blue. I just thought dark blue fire sounded cool. If you have an Origin Premium account, it's free for Jedi Fallen. I do have an Origin account, which I used to play SimCity on, the new SimCity. I will check that out. Thank you, Ken. I'm gonna definitely look at that. I'm not sure what my Origin account is, but I did have an account for specifically that game for SimCity. The MMO version of SimCity, which was not that MMO-ish. That could have been a lot better as far as MMO goes. I also want to find the I think it's Catan Settlers of Catan Universe. I want to check that out too because I would like to do some like Catan games. Why is it's easier on the eyes? Oh yeah, the blue. Yeah, it's definitely easier on the eyes. Absolutely. Absolutely. It looks prettier too. Plus, I wanted to do something different. If everybody would do blue, I'd probably do something else. It's like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. Don't want it. Alrighty. There's a guy over there running away. Where's he going? It's all in the water, playing in the fountain. Splish splash. Get your butt over here. Yeah. I almost had the same reaction because I went like the darkest blue I could get, and I was like, ooh, that might be almost too dark. But the bright blue, yeah. I've done a few colors like that. It's like, ooh, that looks weird. No bueno. Is that a group? No. Oh, there's a couple guys here. Guess I can kill them real fast since it's the last one. Burn me down. Burn, baby, burn. So yeah, I'll have to figure out what we can do for like a group people. You know, one of my farmers was all black. It was just pure black fire. But it was almost too black, and but I liked the black, so I just ended up turning down the all the particle detail on it down. So it wasn't too much, it wasn't overpowering. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with something for a league group so if just a bunch of people can all get together and do. Living in America. There it is. They're all dead. All dead skis. Okay. Let's see. I wanted to grab this. I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared. What is this? It's YouTube. Elite trailer. 2005 Elite trailer. NCSoft. Okay. Why does the screen look like that? That's weird. Cryptic Studios. My. Lord Recluse. RSF. Looking for 3 more.
We have detected their approach, my lord.
Oh my god, ambush incoming. Hot.
Move to your positions.
Get
They
Shivens.
must not be
You
allowed
want
to
our
retrieve
IOP.
the crystal of Seraphina. Move.
Ready. F7. They should have said F7 right there. Get ready to attack. Doom, tomato. It should have been
Synapse.
1
Scout
plus
the building. Got you, Metacore. I'm all over it.
KK. He actually went.
And retrieve the crystal.
Okay, noobs, gonna hurt. Follow. Forgot to buy inspirations. That is really funny. FTW RFO. Okay, gather for AM, please. I hear the blinky. They spelled the wrong too.
Don't worry, statesman. I made certain
We ganked him.
welcome.
Give me reds, please. Oh my fucking god. Fury dropping. I have flowing hair. Lols. That's funny.
Well, my old friend.
I remember
Shall
that
we see
trailer.
who is truly cursed? Attack.
That's funny. That's funny. That's cool. I like that. Very cool. All right, everybody. I'm gonna go take a break. Go find me something, maybe some Mylanta or something for my stomach, since it's freaking hurting like a mofo. But thank you everybody for coming. I'm definitely gonna be trying to figure out something we can do as like a big league group. Maybe I'll hit up Positive Gamer for some ideas. I like the monster clearing on PI or the badges, monster hunting. That'd be cool too. We'll have to definitely figure out something we can do as like a big group. Get a bunch of people in here. But is Discord from SG if you want to do group event? Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out too. But yes, thank you everybody for joining. I've been having fun. I was glad I was able to do a little bit longer today than just 4 hours. Last week was Christmas, so I had a bunch of parties I had to go to, but I wanted to go a little bit longer because I mean it's supposed to be a farmathon, not just 4 hours. So we did just over 6 hours now, so that works. And then we had a little glitch in the middle. But thank you everybody. I'm really glad you guys made it. It was nice playing with you all. Thank you for coming, Doc. I'm so glad you made it. Because we've been trying now for 2 weeks to get you in here. I'm really glad you finally got to make it. I love the character. That is awesome. But thank you, everybody. Conduit, you're always a pleasure to have you. I will definitely check out Leapfrog Studios. Because now I want my MTV played in like hard rock metal. Electric Burns, thank you also for coming and helping. Ken, I'm glad you were able to get in. I was worried that we were going to have another issue like we had with Doc 2 weeks ago where he couldn't get in because it was like right at the very end. So thank you I'm glad you were able to make it. But thank you everybody. Stay golden and take care. Bye-bye.